Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. I'm going to give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is a fantastic show. Let's get straight into it. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is a huge LeBron guy, and I just knew after that Lakers blowout, he was going to absolutely lose his damn mind. And folks, that is exactly what happened. So as you guys know, the Lakers got the doors blown off of them last night by 18 points, I believe it was, by the Oklahoma City Thunder, who were clearly rusty. I mean, SGA had, 7 turnovers in that game, and I think their best player was Chet Holmgren. That was their best player. So the Lakers found a way to blunder that to squander that opportunity. So after that, we did a live show reacting to it, and I made the proclamation that I don't think the Lakers are going to win a single game in this series. I think it's over. I think it's done. I think Oklahoma is in a different class than this team. This is not the Houston Rockets. I know a lot of y'all were like, oh, yeah, no, this ain't the Houston Rockets. So I tuned into an episode of Nightcap to see what these guys were saying. And in typical Shannon Sharpe fashion, he began to panic. And I was like, man, I absolutely love this because LeBron fans talk too much. And watching LeBron lose is great because it humbles his fans, which is always a good thing because y'all talk too much. But before we even get into what Shannon had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. All right, guys, the regular season is wrapped up and the NBA playoffs are finally here. And there's no better way to cash in on all of the high-flying hoop action than PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, every win means when you're making lineups on PrizePicks. And here's something you didn't want to sleep on. PrizePicks has the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals sweepstakes going on right now. Make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during the playoffs, and you could win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. That alone is reason enough to check out PrizePicks right now. I've been making lineups on the Celtics and Lakers players, and it makes watching the playoffs so much more fun. It's simple. Just pick more or less on player projections across basketball, baseball, hockey, and more. You can even pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup with stacks. And if your picks get off to a hot start, cash out early with easy payouts before the game even ends. PrizePicks is now available in all 50 states. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is I want to play what Shannon Sharpe had to say here, and then we'll come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shannon's comments here.
Well, look, Lou Dort is a tremendous defender, but at 6'3", 6'4", he's not going to cause LeBron any problems. LeBron is going to be able to get down on the block and be able to get whatever shot he wants. He got off to that great start. I think he had 10 points in the first quarter. Got another 6 in the second. Then he was relatively quiet in the third quarter and hit a couple of shots in the fourth. But that's not enough. Like I said, I thought DA was playing really well, but he got in foul trouble. So because I think he's a better offensive player than Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is a better defender than he is. Right. You'd like to be able to combine those guys and create one player, but unfortunately you can't do that. But yeah, I think this Oklahoma City team, Jay Mitchell, he just comes in and right before the half, just think about it. He ain't made a 3-pointer all night, and then with 4 seconds left in the half, he gets an 1-3. Yeah. And this is who they are. And like you said, Joe, I don't know, even if LeBron continues to play at this efficient level and Rui keeps shooting the ball like he's shooting the ball, I still don't know if that is enough to overcome them because their bench, you basically getting nothing. And with Austin Reeves coming back, what it's done is kick Luke Kennard out of his rhythm.
Well, I think for the Lakers, bro, they got the turnovers. I mean, you get 6 turnovers between Smart and Reeves, and these are the guys who handling the rock. I didn't think neither one of them played well offensively. Now, Marcus Smart, his game is really not predicated on what he's going to give you offensively. I think what he gives you offensively is great. That's a bonus. But, he done a hell of a job on Shea, Uncle Ocho. Now,
held him to 18 points. Think about that. When was the last time he broke Will's record of 120-plus games over at least 20 points? I do. I agree. Yeah, I think if it ain't go, I don't think it goes past 5. It might not go 5 because think about this. You held Shea to 18. Right. He only shot 3 free throws. He had 7 turnovers, and you lose by 18.
Yeah.
with no J-Dub.
Yeah, see.
LeBron James is 12 of 17, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He only shot 1 free throw. He missed that because he had an and 1. 4 rebounds. I don't like the 4 rebounds because he got 3 of those in the fourth quarter.
Yep, I was saying that too.
Because there was a long time. He went almost three full quarters and didn't have a rebound.
I agree.
Right.
Which is very
disappointing.
disappointing.
Hey, but when you think about it, I know you like how he came out, how he started the game.
Oh, he was super aggressive. I loved it. I'm like, okay, this
Yeah, he had 10.
I can live with this. I can live with this. But if Austin Reed, you know what? This was the game for us to win. All Austin Reed had to do was play like he'd been playing in the regular season. That 23 points that he gave us, that might have been enough to get us over the top. With LeBron playing the way he played, with Rui knocking down threes, come on. I mean, you got to be able to guard somebody. If Marcus Smart, Mitchell. So, what are you going to do? If you can't guard Mitchell cooking.
Hey.
So you heard what they had to say. Let me tell you where all of this is going. The narrative is going to shift quickly. LeBron and his fans and all of them, they're masters at crafting narratives. So what's going to happen is when it becomes abundantly clear that he cannot win this series, there's going to be a focus from LeBron to get his stats. And then once he starts compiling his stats, LeBron fans will say, oh, look, well, he's doing his best, right? And then the focus will now shift to the role players and how the role players are not doing so well and how this and how that. But going into round one, they had no intention of giving the role players any credit. If KD had played and LeBron had won, they would say that LeBron was the GOAT. They were not going to factor in the role players. But now that they see that there's a legitimate shot at him losing, now all of a sudden the role players are going to come into like LeBron is the only guy that needs to get saved by his role players. Every other great NBA player is like, you got to figure it out. You're the one held accountable. No. Not LeBron's media. LeBron's media is the role players. What did Marcus Smartnard do? What about Luke Kennard? Now, to be fair, Austin Reeves played like crap, like doo-doo. Austin Reeves played like complete ass crack. And we all know that Reeves plays better with Luka, but Luka's not around. And if you're Austin Reeves, you got to find a way to get yourself going. 1 of 11, I believe, from the floor. 1 of 11? Was it 8 points? I forgot how many points you finished the game with. That's not going to cut it. That's just not going to cut. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. So Austin Reeves needs to step up here. If not for anybody, for himself. Because this was a guy that they were talking about giving $200 million this summer. He certainly doesn't look like a $200 million player. He looks like that in the regular season. But in the playoffs, he looks bad. So Austin Reeves is going to have to step up to the plate and begin to play well here. But back to my original point. I think you're going to see a lot of this from these guys throughout the series because I don't think the Lakers are going to win a single game. They're not going to win a single game. I don't see them winning not even one. I think they're going to sweep them up out of here. They're going to get them right the hell up out of here. And I think the Houston series fooled a lot of people into thinking the Lakers were actually a threat. They're not a threat to anybody. And I don't care if you had Luka Doncic around. They're still going to lose. OKC is a really good team. And they didn't even have I think Jalen Williams, his second best player. He wasn't even there. He don't even need to play. That's how good OKC is. These are my thoughts. Whatever y'all think, leave them in the comments and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.